with this, another person will join us to finish the draw in the Upper West region. Okay, in the Upper West region. Okay, so Bimsi Stars. Bimsi Stars. Okay, Bimsi Stars will play against Paga Japan Stars. And I'm sure the Japanese team will be seeking some... you have to see Kenichi Yashuashi to help you with some tactics going into this game. So we're done with the Upper East Regional Zone, the draw for the Upper East Regional Zone. Do we complete it, Kev?
Yeah.
And do Upper West?
Where we have
we'll do Upper
only
West,
2 teams.
Where we have only 2 teams. What it means is that just one game.
It's another derby.
That's another derby. And these 96 teams who are drawing in the preliminary stage would all be eyeing this giant trophy. Okay, so one game, big game in the Upper East region, Upper West region to be precise. Okay, so the first team picked will be playing at home. That is Biyad 77 Stars. SS 77. Biyad 77 Stars. Biyad 77 Stars. Okay, so let's move on. And then they take on Power Sporting Club. Power Sporting Club. So that's it. We will project on the screen now the draw for the preliminary stage of the MTN FA Cup. Guys, if you're ready, we can we look at the whole thing on the screen? But we're proceeding with the draw from the okay. So we're crawling that. Let's do Division 1. We're doing Division 1. We're done with Division 2.
But I think that Ernest,
Yeah.
you will realize that what we have created
Yeah.
is community-based games, okay, where
There are
we've
lots of
created
derbies.
a lot of derbies, and that will generate a lot of interest.
Teams
Not
will
only
have to
football
travel too
interest, economic interest also,
Economic interest
because they are local derbies. Interest levels are pretty high,
Okay.
and there's a lot of football economics
Okay.
during such games. So I think that all clubs involved must capitalize on the platform that the MTN FA Cup offers.
Let's go. We do Zone 1A.
We are talking about Division 1.
Division 1 now. There
Division
are 48
1.
clubs there. So we're doing Zone 1A.
And in Zone 1A,
we have 8 clubs.
8 clubs.
8 clubs.
8 clubs.
8 clubs.
Let's see.
So we have the likes
1,
of Real Tamale United, Guan United, Steadfast,
3,
Liberty Babies, Tamale Utrecht, Bolga All Stars, FC Tanga, and Boku United. CK Akono, coach of Dreams FC, former Black Stars captain, will help us. Gentlemen, we need to run through this one quickly. Okay, CK will pick the first one and give it to Ket. Let's see the first team on the screen. Liberty Babies. Liberty Babies are at home. Liberty Babies are at home. Okay, Liberty Babies are at home. Wow. Liberty Babies are at home. And they take on, we're still waiting for their opponent. They take on Bolga All Stars. Bolga All Stars. Bolga All Stars. Okay, so this is the first match in Zone 1A. Okay, to the second game. The second game, Real Tamale United, former Premier League side, working their way back to the Premier League or to top flight football. They are at home at the Tamale Stadium, and we're waiting for their opponent tonight. We're waiting for their opponent for tonight for their game. And which team are they playing? They are playing Tamale Utrecht. Tamale Utrecht. Tamale Utrecht. So that one is sorted. ITU Tamale Utrecht.
Big game.
So the third game in Zone 1A for First Division clubs, Boku United. Right. And these games will be fierce.
Believe me.
Because Zone 1A is known to have clubs that are extremely competitive, especially when they are taking on each other. Okay, so we have Boku United taking on FC Tanga. Okay. FC Tanga. Okay, now to the fourth game. There are 8 teams in Zone 1A, so that means we have 4 games coming up in the preliminary round. And the team FC Tanga is taking on is Steadfast. Steadfast. Okay, Steadfast is actually playing at home. That's the 4th game. And they are taking on Guan United. Steadfast is taking on Guan United.
So we go on to...
We have extended time to complete the draw for the preliminary stages of the MTN FA Cup. I have particular interest in the Division 1 League clubs because I have 2 clubs in there. I have Great Olympics and I have Sporting Marin. How I pray we'll get a game or have the opportunity to have a go at each other. So this is Zone 1B. That's the likes of Bofakwa United, BA United, Imposwaman in Japekrum, Berlin FC, Brekum Arsenal, Unity FC, Mighty Royals, and Wa Rockets. So the first team is, we have the first team, which is Brekum Arsenal. Brekum Arsenal is the first team. The BA clubs. Brekum Arsenal is the first team. Yakubu Moro's Brekum Arsenal. They take on Bofakwa. Okay.
Bofakwa Tano.
Bofakwa Tano.
Or Tano Bofakwa.
No, Tano Bofakwa. Okay. So, Tano Bofakwa will travel to Brekum Arsenal. Brekum Arsenal. The name of their field is Golden City, the Golden City Park. Okay, so Unity FC is at home. Unity FC is at home. Don't forget there are 8 clubs in Zone 1B2. So Unity FC is at home. And they take on Impuaswaman in Japekrum. Impuasuman in Japekrum. Impuasuman. Okay, so the third game in Zone 1B. The third game in Zone 1B. Wa Rockets will be at home. Wa Rockets will be at home. Wa is where the president of the Football Association, Kwesi, is from. Kwesi Antichi. He hails from Wa. Okay, and this club is all stars of Wa. Okay, so Wa Rocket take on BA United. BA United got relegated from the Premier League last season. Unfortunately, they got relegated last season. So now, Mighty Royals will be at home in the 4th game in Zone 1B. Mighty Royals and their opponent will be Berlin FC. Berlin FC. And Ket, you know the thing about the Bronga Afro clubs? They are extremely competitive too. And you know how they love their football.
It's unbelievable.
The Bronga Afro region, they eat, drink, sleep football.
Yes.
Amazing. Let's go on to Zone 2A. Zone 2A has 6 teams. Elmina Sharks. We have Venomous Vipers, Cape Coast Venomous Vipers, Dunkwa United, Stark FC, 11 Wise, and Proud United. And a member of the FA Cup committee,
Mohamed Al-Hassan,
is joined us in the studio to help us with the draw. There are 6 teams. What it means is that we'll have 3 games in Zone 2A. Let's get on with it, gentlemen. Okay, so Mohamed Al-Hassan gives us the first draw, and the first club that's playing at home. The first club that's playing at home is Dunkwa United. Dunkwa United is playing at home. And their opponent, traveling opponent, will be Stark FC. Stark FC.
Big games.
And so, Dunkwa should be careful. Stark FC will not stack on them. Okay, so Elmina Sharks is involved in the second game in Zone 2A. Elmina Sharks. There are 3 games in Zone 2A. And they take on Cape Coast Venomous Vipers. These are traditional names who have been around for many, many years.
Karakati.
Okay, so the third game in Zone 2A is the Akarakachi boys. Second D 11Y Ketokwekus former team.
Akaraka, no. No.
Ketokwekus once beloved team. Ket has been associated with a number of clubs. Hartlepool is one of them.
I was born into Hartlepool.
Okay. Proud United. Proud United will play as guests to 11Ys. The third game in Zone 2A. Okay, so let's go on to Zone 2B. Zone 2B also has 6 clubs. Zone 2B has 6 clubs. And the zones have been done in such a way that clubs will not have to travel too far. We're looking at a few kilometers travel.
Yes.
Even some can decide to walk from their venues to the venue of the opponent.
Absolutely
because
correct.
the teams are so close.
Absolutely correct.
So close. And they will be derby. So Zone 2B. Zone 2B has the likes of Takwa United, which has been drawn first. The likes of Wasaman, Bibiani Gold Stars, Nzema Kotoko, Karela United, and FC Samatex. Kotoko is everywhere. Okay, so Takwa United will take on Wasaman. What it means is that Takwa will be at home. Wasaman United will travel to Takwa United to take on their fellow first division side in the preliminary round of the MTN FA Cup. Okay, so the second game in Zone 2B will be between Karela United. Karela United will wait for their opponent. And they will take on Bibiani Gold Stars. So, Gold Stars from Bibiani. Bibiani Gold Stars. Okay, so Mohamed Al-Hassan will be done with us after this draw. And another member of the MTN FA Cup committee will join us. The third game in Zone 2B will be between Nzema Kotoko. If the name Kotoko is part of your names, then you know the expectations are always very high. Nzema Kotoko. Nzema Kotoko. They take on Samatex. They take on Samatex. So Samatex FC take on Nzema Kotoko. Nzema Kotoko will be playing at home. So we will do Zone 2C. And I mentioned to you earlier that there are 48 clubs in First Division football. They are divided into 3 zones. But we're having to divide. The MTN FA Cup committee has a special way of ensuring that the clubs are competitive and play very close. So there are 4 clubs in Zone 2C. What it means is that we have only 2 games. Ket, can we do the draw now? The likes of Asukwa Deportivo, Kumasi Cornerstone, King Faisal, and Ashiken. There are 2 former top flight sides in there, Cornerstones and King Faisal. Asukwa Deportivo, a well-known club, played for, and Black Stars midfielder Kojo Asama played for Asukwa Deportivo. King Faisal is our first draw. King Faisal will be at home. Former Premier League team. They've been out of the Premier League. This will be the 3rd season, and they are hoping for a return to top flight football. So King Faisal will be at home, and they will take on Achiken. They will take on Achiken. Okay, so they will take on Achiken. Donne Kumaku is helping us with this draw. When he's done, his place will be taken by another member of the MTN FA Cup committee. So Kumasi Cornerstone, a former top flight side, will be at home. I hope they win, and at some point they meet Asante Kotoko. You remember games between these 2 sides?
It used to be
Kotoko
very
and
interesting.
Cornerstone, yeah.
Very, very interesting.
So Cornerstone and Asukwa Deportivo. So Asukwa Deportivo will play as guest to Kumasi Cornerstone. Kumasi Cornerstone. Okay, Ivan Samenume, a member of the MTN FA Cup committee, has joined us to do the draw for Zone 3A. Zone 3A has 10 teams. Zone 3A has 10 teams.
Mr. Amenume will have to shake it more for us.
Mr. Amenume, please shake it.
And pray over it if you want.
And this is the biggest. This is the biggest number we have.
Yes.
And the likes of Tema Youth Amidaos Professionals, Dambot FC, Pure Joy, Accra Great Olympics, Heart of Lions, Mighty Jets, Sporting Marine, Nanya FC, and Vision FC. They are all in there. They are all in there. Okay. So Accra Great Olympics, what a game it will be if they draw Sporting Marine from the same family. Hey! And Sporting Marine is the first club. Sporting Marine yet to win an MTN FA Cup title. Could this be the season where Sporting Marine make a return to the Premier League and also win the MTN FA Cup? Let's see how it goes. Oh, they draw Mighty Jets. Mighty Jets. A club owned by the guys in Tudu, who they call themselves Tudu Mighty Jets, a former top flight side in the history of Ghana football. So Sporting Marine will take on Tudu Mighty Jets. Mighty Jets, I pray you don't even come for this game because it will be an easy win for SP Marine. Pure Joy FC. Isaac Tete's Pure Joy FC. Phil Johnny Cortes, Pure Joy FC. He runs that with Isaac Tete. I'll mention the other name, otherwise we'll give them an invoice. So they take on Tema Youth. This is very close. Pure Joy coming from Pram Pram, and they'll take on Tema Youth. So there are 5 games expected in Zone 3A because the teams in there are 10. And we're being held by Evans Amenume. Okay. Dambot FC. Evans Amenume is doing the biggest draw of the night. When he's done, his place will be taken by another member of the MTN FA Cup committee. So Dambot FC is at home. And they take on Accra Great Olympics. Oli Rosalinda. Oli Bobo. Oli 1 by 1. Oli Riteni. Oli Yogurt. Oli. The superlatives are finished. Okay. Heart of Lions. Heart of Lions. Wow. So, okay. So, Great Olympics. And thank you, Mr. Menume. Thank you very much. Heart of Lions will take on FC Nanya. FC Nanya. Heart of Lions will take on FC Nanya. Thank you very much, Mr. Menume. We'll be joined by another member of the MTN FA Cup committee. Mr. Menume has just helped us with the draw for Zone 3A. But there's one last game in there because there are 5 games. Can we do the last game in Zone 3A? Okay. So Samuel Abuabre has joined us to do
Chief Operations Officer, Head of Operations.
Okay, he's better known as Qatar.
Yes.
So
and he picked Vision.
If you never knew Qatar's name is Samuel Abuabre, I've told you tonight. Vision FC. Okay, I understand the CEO of Vision FC works here at Metro TV. You have to be probed. Whoever you are, you'll be probed. So Vision FC will take on Amidaos Professionals. Amidaos, also a former Premier League side. So the games are sorted in Zone 3A. Now we move to Zone 3B, where we have just 6 teams. What it means is that only 3 games are expected. The likes of Oko United, King Solomon, Istanbul, Kotoku Royals, Ochiman Planners, and Roberto FC. So Qatar will do just 1 draw for us. Qatar, that's your final draw. And then you make way. You make way.
Newbies.
Okay. Ochiman Planners. Okay. Ochiman Planners. Qatar, thank you very much. Ochiman Planners will take on FC Roberto.
Roberto FC.
Okay, so Ochiman Planners is George Frie's team. That's
is that so?
Vice President of Ghana Football, George Efrie. Okay, so we'll continue with the draw. How many teams are in there?
There are 4.
Please, can you shuffle it?
George
because
will help us with 1 pairing.
George, please shuffle it. Shuffle it. Shuffle it. Because already I'm getting reactions that the way we are not shuffling the thing well, maybe some teams are swerving at them. George, let's go ahead. Let's draw. So we're still in Zone 3B. The likes of Oko United are yet to be drawn. The likes of King Solomon, Istanbul, Kotoku Royals. Okay, so who do we have playing at home? Kotoku Royals. Kotoku Royals is at home. Let's see the team they will take on. Okay, George, thank you very much. George is done picking for us. The secretary to the MTN FA Cup committee will conclude things for us. King Solomon babies. King Solomon. King Solomon, the wise king, the wisest king ever to live. I assume King Solomon Football Club will be a very wise club. Because Solomon... okay, so Odro. Daniel Odro is secretary to the MTN FA Cup committee. Hard-working secretary. He speaks Okwewu United. Yentijai. Okwewu United. Okay. Kwame Bamfus Okwewu United. Siko Akonos Okwewu United. Wabe Cabra appears Okwewu United. Just got Tampedus Okwewu United. Okay, so Okwewu United will take on Istanbul. Istanbul, not the Istanbul in Turkey. This is Istanbul in Ghana. Wow. What a shock. The games, the parents are scrolling on the screen, but we also have that in graphics. We'll take you through now. Guys, can we see it and run through the... Odo, thank you very much. Thank you very much for helping us with the draw. Kate, we've had a busy night.
Well, it's been very busy.
But at least we know.
Some very, very interesting parents coming up.
Good games to look forward to.
A lot of football business to be conducted on match days.
Okay.
We should not forget that matches will come off on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hold on to that. We'll do a quick break. When we return, we'll look at the match days, look at the draw in a summary, and then we can end this special edition of Sports File tonight. Stay tuned. We're back shortly. Back from the break. Sports File is live on Metro TV. This is an extended version because of the MTN FA Cup draw. We still have in the studio Keto Kweku, who is chairman of the FA Cup committee, and assistant coach of the Black Stars team, Maxwell Konedu, who is also a former Asante Kotoko coach. Just to mention to you that we have a number of messages we're unable to do, or one stands out for me, I'll do it. It's from Boatin Wise. He says, my name is Boatin Wise from Ashaiman. It is true that Metro TV is the best in sports. I only needed to read that. Okay, so Ket, we're done.
Yeah,
Coach, interesting pairings, a lot of local games.
Exactly.
Derby games we look forward to.
I think it's going to be interesting because of the way the handlers,
Yeah,
you know,
the zones.
yeah. Like all derby teams will be, you know, it will be patronized very well. So I'm happy with that. I think it will be very, very interesting.
Ket, it means that these are games people look forward to. How do we monetize this?
I think that first of all, as a committee, we have been thinking about the very best strategies to deploy.
Okay.
In terms of keeping up with the momentum already set up by the Premier League board.
Okay.
In terms of patronage, and in terms of also creating money for the clubs. We create money for the clubs by allowing them to save money.
Okay.
They don't travel
by not traveling very far. But can they sell tickets? Can tickets be sold?
Tickets will be sold.
Okay.
Because what we have created is to create community-controlled or community-influenced games.
Okay.
Where we have a lot of derbies going to take place, and clearly emotions will be very high, and therefore we will need, as a committee, to put up appropriate strategies in terms of security, in terms of ticketing strategies, to make sure that we maximize the benefits of such all-important.
Let's talk about the days the games will be played. Games will be played every day.
We'll first start with
weekends.
the preliminary round for the first division clubs. And the games...
When are we starting?
The games will start on Wednesday, the 2nd of March.
Wednesday, 2nd March.
Yes.
Wednesday, 2nd March is when the MTN FA Cup 2016 kicks off. And that game that game or games you should expect on that, or all the teams will play?
We will start from Wednesday, the 2nd of March, and we'll play games on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, up to Sunday, the 6th of March.
So at least Brim United FC and Storm Academy. That is the first draw we did today. That game is on 2nd March.
Most probably.
Most probably.
Because what's going to happen is that after this draw, the committee will sit down and put dates.
Okay.
To specific
But
dates.
these clubs must get ready because on 2nd March the games will start.
The MTN FA Cup is back.
Okay. So games will be played on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Good.
And we
Let's
should not forget, this is a qualification stage into the money zone, which will be the round of 64, where we would have the 16 Premier League clubs also joining the fray.
Okay. Coach, how competitive do you envisage this will be?
I think it's good. I think you've done a very good job.
Okay.
We are very, very happy to see this. And I think this is about the first time we go into such a competition. So it will be interesting, it will be exciting, and we can't wait to watch the games.
And I'm sure the national team will be interested, an opportunity to go around and watch some of the games.
Exactly, because like we saw you are familiar from nowhere coming up. I think this is the opportunity for us to go around and see some other players too.
Okay. Let's do, Kurt, let's do, we have the fixtures on your screen now. They will hit your screen. But Brim United FC, we're starting from the 2nd division clubs, so starting with the 2nd division clubs. Brim United FC will take on Storm Academy. Okay, so, wow, so that's the fixture list. Brim United taking on Storm Academy FC. Kede United FC taking on Unique FC. Holy Stars in Fumaman FC. Unicorn FC, that's Kofi Poku's Unicorn FC taking on Mighty Royals FC. Future Stars FC taking on Westlanders FC. Nswatre FC taking on Sampa United FC. Sun City FC against Doman Chenchenche. And FC Tamale against Nswatre FC. These are clubs in the 2nd division. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the other games expected. Let's see. So FC Tamale taking on AK Shion. Is it FC Tamale taking on Nswatre? Okay, so let's continue with the other games expected from the 2nd division zone. STK Stars will take on Ngbantambu Nationals. Madina.
What's the name again?
Ngbantambu. Madina Miracles will take on Emmanuel FC. True Democracy will take on New Generation. Charity Stars take on Accra Youth. Unistar Soccer Academy take on Swampongwa United. And GT Astronomers will take on Cape Coast Metro Youth. Cape Coast Strikers will take on Efutu GT Kennedy FC. And Crystal Palace, is it? Take on Nadim FC. Okay, we need to check, we need to be sure of the Palace name. And Agbozume United take on Home Stars. Ho Hunters take on Red Lions. AC Milan FC take on Xavier Sporting Club. Nat Costa FC take on Sian Liberty. State Envoys take on Rainbow FC. And the list goes on like that with the 2nd division clubs. I'll try and finish them. State Envoys, as I said earlier, take on Rainbow FC. Real 24 Hours take on Boku Wonderful Stars. And then Bimsi Stars. Bimsi Stars. They take on Paga Japan Stars. Maxwell will do better. Biard 77 Stars take on Power Sporting Club. Liberty Babies take on Bolga Stars. RTU, that's Real Tamale United, take on Tamale Utrecht. Boku United take on FC Tanga. Steadfast take on Guan United. Brekum Arsenal take on Tano Bofakwa. Unity FC against Impoasuman in Japekrom. Wa Rockets. That's where Maxwell comes from. Maxwell likes Wa a lot, you know. Wa Rockets take on BA United. Mighty Royals take on Berlin FC. Dunkwa United versus Stark FC. Elmina Sharks take on Venomous Vipers. 11 Wise take on Proud United. Takwa United against Wasaman. Karela United against Bibiani Gold Stars. Inzima Kotoko take on FC Samatex. King Faisal take on Achiken FC. Cornerstones from Kumasi take on Asukwa Deportivo. Sporting Marin against Mighty Jets. Pure Joy against Tema Youth. Dambot FC against Great Olympics. Heart of Lions against Nania FC. Vision FC against Amidaos Professionals. Ochiman Planners against Roberto FC. Kotoku Royals take on King Solomon. Oko United take on Istanbul. Gentlemen, we have big expectations going into the MTN FA Cup season. We wish you well, wish the MTN FA Cup team well. We'll take the opportunity to thank Coach Maxwell Konedu, former coach of Asante Kotoko and All-Stars in why he won the league with Asante Kotoko, the first of 4 seasons ago. He's also assistant to Avram Grant in the Black Stars team. Coach, thank you for your time.
In the FA Cup before.
He played in the FA Cup many years ago with his Rasta. Remember? Anytime he went up into there, he was serious. He said it was too good. Maxwell Konedu. And thanks to the MTN FA Cup team, the committee led by Keto Kwek, who is chairman of the committee and executive chairman of Dreams FC, Premier League New Boys. Kofi Poku is vice chairman. Evans Amenume is a member. George Ofosuhene Samuel Abuabre, who is popularly known as Qatar. And Done Kumaku, these are all members. And the FA Cup Committee Secretary, Daniel Odro. We're grateful for your time. Thank you to Coach of Dreams FC, CK Akono, who joined us for the draw too, and Kenichi Yashuashi, who is looking forward to delivering some sushi football with hard to work. My name is Enes Kranten. Thanks to the team for this extended program. Thanks to the programming team, the technical team, to the Metro Sports team for making this possible. We're out now. A repeat of this is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Enjoy your night. My name is Enes Kranten.